Welcome back everybody to Sin Plays Transport Fever, and in the recent update, I'm not sure if it's beta update or it's already pushed out for general, they did some changes or fixes, and thanks to Charles Wheeler on YouTube, who notified me that the Furtive metal is now unlockable. It was not possible before. So now it is. As you can see, I already did it, and I'm gonna show you now how. And it's just a spoiler alert, it's very easy. They changed it from impossible to here, take it. And on YouTube, Charles Wheeler told me that you have to pass the 3 checks. You have 3 checks in total from the police in this mission, and if you pass the 3 checks, then you will get the medal. If you do them before you reach a 10 million, you need to earn at that specific point of the game. That's one of the mission. And yeah, that's actually not true. It's actually, you get the mission as soon as you pass the 10 million. As soon as you make 10 million with the moonshine from here, goods, moonshine. As soon as you get 10 million, no matter how many checks you passed or not, you don't even have to pass any checks. You don't have to pass any checks or anything in order to get the Furtive medal. So yeah, they really made it. It's nonsense really. So I start the game. As you can see, the medal before 1925. This means during 25, not before. It's there. I think it's just a matter of translating. You can finish the mission in 25 and get this medal. This is just the one I just described. You have to at least 25 million at once during the campaign or during the mission. The pigs just don't run them over. You will see that later in a mission. It's a mission that pops up, and have at least 25 people waiting at one stop for mans to make it to the race, which is also very easy to do. So here we're gonna start the game. I'm gonna try this to do this the fastest way possible. So we have these 2 food processing plants here, and then here. Now what we're going to do is I'm gonna do trains for everything basically. Because you see it's just that much easier. Okay, like so. There we go. And now if we have enough place for you. I think you can only put one, like so. Connect it all. Actually, like so. I think they really improved how the lines are built, so it becomes cheaper if you build it in one go instead of building it step by step by step. Okay. What we're going to do is we go. Like so. And now this has to be delivered to the blue part of the city here. I'll make 2. There we go. There we go. New line from here to here. That's the Chicago Foods. There we go. Now I have 3 lines here. Now we're gonna something else here. We'll see afterward why we do this. As you can see, it really snaps easier to the rails. It's less difficult to add them. There we go. So now I need to add trains. Now we only need livestock, but it's seriously easier to do both. I have 2 really good trains. Use the good trains. Don't bother with the bad ones. Do this like this, wagons. Wait. Gonna build a... that was a bit stupid here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Let's make 3 for now. 1, 2, 3. Double it. Gonna set this to Chicago Raw Foods 1. I have to wait for the to take out the loan here. There's no metal for the loan, so for taking out the grant, so take out the grant. I'll go here and finish this train. And again, the thing is that grain is produced faster than livestock. I don't know if there's difference in money or whatever, but anyway, you want enough materials delivered, enough raw food delivered to the plant here so it picks up right away, otherwise it will not pick up properly. There you go. And we're gonna let this fill up so it has enough to really start the plant here. And you're gonna add a train. This one can be a little one, doesn't have to be a big one here, that can deliver food. That just go back and forth with food. 48 foods, yeah, that should be enough. This train just goes back and forth delivering food. That's all it does, all it has to do. And now, if you wonder why I've built 2 tracks here, it's because I'm gonna, this train here will go over here, and then I will build a train station here, so I can deliver the illegal goods with the train all the way to the city without having to rely on trucks. Because it's a lot easier to just stop a train when there are controls. Because if you have trucks in the city, then almost the entire city is under lockdown, and you have to remove any truck that has goods on it. So yeah, of course it's easy. You just click on the go to depot, and they will lose all their goods, and so they won't be detected as driving cars, but you will lose all the goods. So if you're on a train, then you just have to stop it before it reaches the search zone, and then be done with it. So let's see how this works out here. 24, 24, yeah. I think we can let it run. This one as well. Just let them run back and forth. Let them go. See, there's some reserves. This seems odd. I wonder if it has to if it has to use them in order to be considered delivered. That's a good question. It doesn't matter. It will use them eventually. So. As the production goes up and up and up, and then eventually it will use all of it. Chicago can absorb a lot of food, as you can see, so there shouldn't be a problem there. Not for the foreseeable future anyway. There we go, yes. It has to be used in order to be counted as delivered. Which seems a bit odd, to be honest, but oh well. Now it should upgrade, then it should really kick off. I haven't checked all the patch notes, the patch notes. I mean, I went over it, but I did check all the differences. But I heard a lot of good things. So I think the game is really on its path to becoming a great game. Yeah, especially if you consider how small the studio is that develops this, and I don't think they're doing a good job. They did a good job with bringing us a game that so many of us were waiting for so long. I mean, I don't think there has ever been a game that comes so close to the old games like Railroad Tycoon or Transport Tycoon and all those games. And there haven't been any for a long time. I mean, every year, once a year, every year, I install Railroad Tycoon 2 and 3 just to get my fix of Tycoon games. Transport Tycoon, I was never a big fan. I don't know if it's the graphics that put me off. I mean, Railroad Tycoon is not a beautiful game in any way, but I grew up with Railroad Tycoon 1, so it's the nostalgia factor, I guess. But Transport Fever was never really my thing. I also remember A-Train. I don't know if it was A-Train the first one or whatever, back in the 90s. And yeah, I really like this kind of games where you can really be in a constructive creative, so to say. It's not just as productivity, it's not creativity, it's a bit of both. So I like this logistic part of the game, and of course it had trains. I don't know what that is. What the thing is with trains and men. I don't know. We just like them, I guess. For what reason, I don't know. Of course, someone can say, "Yeah, it's a long phallic symbol." No, I don't think so. So you can see we're slowly getting up. It soon will upgrade again because we have the production goes up. I think we need a better delivery here soon. Maybe we need a better delivery. Or better pickup, I don't know. I don't know why it stops at 164 now. As I don't know why the potential is lower for the livestock than it is for the grain. It seems kind of odd as well. We need the potential to produce 436. It's a 1-1 production. So, I don't know. It seems odd. 164 is not a half of anything here. No, the double of anything. I don't know. I don't think Chicago has enough. No, it's... maybe the potential of this is how much Chicago needs. That's possible. But now it upgrades, so that's just out the window. I don't know. Maybe it's just a timer inside the game that determines when to prevent the industries to upgrade too fast. Like if industry upgraded to level 2, set alarm 6 months before it can trigger a new upgrade or whatever. I don't know. But this is good. This is a good working system here, and as you can see, it makes us money, and this will make us more and more money over time, especially once it upgrades again. Eventually, you want to upgrade the trains to sell more. But the campaign is pretty easy. I mean, it was already easy before, but it's just gotten easier, I think. There's not much to do. What I can do in the meanwhile, while this is producing here, we're gonna set up our little station here. Yeah, that's enough. There we go. This is the one that if you run them over, then you don't get the medal. Build fences, you get a stroke out of luck medal. There we go. There we go. So new line. This is the moonshine, baby. Okay. Actually, don't let it. Just let it run back and forth. As you can see now, this train is clearly overloaded. So we're gonna send this one to the depot and have it upgrade a little bit. We're gonna build a new train altogether. As you can see now, okay, generate 10 million. So let's see. Go inside here. Go. Okay. Now this train is still for the chai foods. And now the next goal is to make enough money to build ourselves a little train for here that can pick up goods, which should not be a big problem with. However, yeah, that's gonna be. I think we need to change these trains as well. Well, not change them. These ones are good. We just need to upgrade, add some wagons to them. So buy trains, gonna trade and add like this. Like so, like so, and like so. This one, 5, goes there. Then 1, 2. That's okay. Deliver that. Go on. There we go. Good. Just in time to. Hopefully this should prevent the downgrade. Hopefully. I let it go. I'm gonna let it run like this. Okay, downgrade has been prevented. That's fine. So now we should be able to make the money for this train here. Or we can just use this train for that as well. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do is 1, 2, add station, 3, add station, here. There we go. Now I should have a reduction here. Normally. Come on. There we go. Then we have the goods here as well. And every other time it will pick up some of the food. So this back and let us add some of the there you go. That should work. Perfect. Now it picks up food like nothing ever happened. Da, 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 da. I don't know, whatever you mean, Mr. Officer. I just deliver food to the city. I don't deliver any alcohol. That's me, my perfect French. There we go. It's like watching perfection in motion. As you can see, and this is really the joke of the whole mission here, I got the Furtive medal without ever having a police checkup, just because I hit the 10 million. I think it's a bit of a joke. There should be at least one police checkup here in order to get this medal, but whatever. I invest, and now we have to deliver. Now we can let this train here just let go back and forth. We don't care. We let this here do its thing. How much are there? Wow. Okay. Go to the boat. I'm gonna add some grain wagons here. Don't need livestock, just grain. Actually, I'm gonna remove the livestock from the equation now and just add grain. I don't think we need livestock anymore. Over there we have 240 meters of place, so okay. There we go. This one as well, we're gonna remove the livestock from its arsenal. There's really no need for it. Let me see here. If we build it, they will come. No, they certainly won't. If we build like this. There you go. This one as well. Then here, delete this ones here. And this we can go to 160 meters. There we go. But there's only this, no, we cannot. No. There we go. I have to wait for the other train here. We can add here a couple more wagons. So there we go. Actually, I'm going to change this back. And have full exchange and this, and then remove this part here. There we go. Why is there no path? Go back. Okay, go to the depot. I have no idea why there's no path. There should be a path. There clearly was. I mean, you could have put it back and then, I don't know. I'm gonna send it back to the depot. And then we send it back to Chicago Foods. There you go. We have to hurry up before we start to downgrade here. That wouldn't be nice. What is the problem here? I see. The problem is this. Because the train is just too long for the station, so it won't consider its signal. If you build trains that are longer than the station, then the built-in signals will not count, or will not work, whatever. There we go. 144 foods. Production is going back up. There we go. There we go. Now we need some. Here I'm just gonna, for the time being, we need to bring construction materials here. And, we only bring 100 units, so it's not worth it to build a train. You can build trains, you can of course, but it's a hassle. Just be stones. And then raise materials. Doesn't matter. There we go. 7, 8. There we go. Gonna rebuild the train here for the. I have 800. How much is the? Yeah, it's getting there. I can build a train to Indianapolis to deliver food inside here, like boom, right here inside. But that should be fine. Just let this train do its job like this. Then it's all good. I don't know why there still is food livestock waiting, even though there is no train taking livestock. I don't know. So goods. See here, this is building stone. So they are sending the stones over, and then they will deliver to here in no time. That should all be done quite quickly. It is on the moonshine track, so I have some additional fonts. Now I can also future plan here is here just to deliver crude oil already, so it can already start its production of fuel. I got the money. There you go, we got our materials delivered. I have 5 years left. So the food is not kept. That's all fine. Produces like crazy. Let's see here. It should be fine soon as well. As you can see, it already has fuel producing. This only produces fuel here, so there's not the problem that you might produce oil. So that's all fine. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's all good. Oh, yeah. Another thing we can do with preparation is build ourselves the stop here. Now you want to build a stop here. And a stop here, that's all we need. And then one through here. That's all you need to do. Check that you hit the green stuff mostly. As you can see, this is enough here. Build one here, a stop here, to maybe pass through here, That's okay. New line, like so. In the bus, and then a new line from here to here. Race bus. There you go. This is the preparation for the don't set any bus here because you don't want to finish the game too fast if you haven't had 25 million before, but you can already build this one here for the indie bus. There you go. As you can see now we have the goods delivered. So now we take this one here from the bus. We're gonna sell the stones. We're gonna sell them, and we're gonna buy road vehicles that do the race fuels here. So they pick up fuels here, deliver them here, and the already in place trucks deliver them to the track. Okay. Don't worry about the 25 million. We're just going to sell our trains, and then we have this easily done. That's all we need. Yeah, that's all fine. As you can see, we have the fuel here. We're gonna see how much you have stored. 25 stored. Sorry. That's all good. Then we're gonna delete this one here. Ah, still a little bit sick, ill. So that's almost it. Now we have the gasoline, the fuel delivered here. Now it's construction material still, for some reason. That should be picked up fuel. Rest, the fuel is going. And of course you could have built a train from here to here, but seriously, for just 100 units it's not worth it. The buses here are waiting. The people have moving around. It's winter. So when we watched it in the summer, when I recorded it, it was winter. December 26th, 2016. The fuel is going. Almost there. And time has been good. Once we delivered the 100 food, the 100 fuel, the only thing that remains to do is deliver 100 people from here to here, and that's done easily as well. Inside in a year, easy. So that should be all fine. Like I said, the mission is pretty easy. It allows you to make a lot of money with the food and the moonshine without much problems or dangers. And yeah, the furtive metal is quite a joke now. I mean, seriously, the furtive metal, it should be, you get the metal if you avoided at least, if you had at least 2 checks before you reach 10 million or something. Because I think it's that you just have to reach 10 million and then you get the medal even if you haven't avoided any actual police controls, which makes the kind of thing mute. I mean, basically you can just make enough money with the food to get to 10 million, and then just with not, you don't put livestock but grain, so you can make 10 million before ever reaching the next mission, the next step I mean. And then trigger the event once you have 10 million, and then tuck you get 2 medals at once, which is kind of bullshit, I think. But oh well. So now we have the fuel here. It's all done. Now we need, as you can see, we'll trigger the next mission. And I buy 1 bus. Okay. And set it to the race fuels. No, not race fuels. To the race bus. There you go. That's the race bus. Now we wanted to have 25 people waiting here, so we're gonna wait. Stop it there. Okay. Now, first of all, we don't need anything else anymore. So, Chicago Foods sell crude oils, sell them all. Moonshine Baby, sell it. Race fuels, sell it. Race materials, sell it. Raw foods, sell it. Raw foods, sell it. Chicago Foods, sell it. Cannot find the path. See, ah, yeah, of course. There you have a path. As you can see, now we have 25 million, the medal. And now we have to just wait to get the race bus. Yeah, here we go. We need 25 people waiting to go to the race. And we have over 2 years left. That's all there is to do. I just have to wait. 8. Of course, once we have 25, then we have to start the bus, and then we have to deliver all the people, but it's just for this short distance. As you can see, this is going up quite quickly. I'm gonna add some buses for the Indy bus. As you can see, we have 25 people waiting. This is done as well. So all that you need to do all we have to do now is to deliver 100 people. That's it. So first of all, the indie bus, and then race bus. There we go. That's all they do. We actually finish. We're gonna finish maybe before 24 even. But yeah, you can finish in the year 25 in order to get the medal for the year 25. So that's all fine. So there's 10 people delivered, 10 people delivered. Yeah, this is going rather quickly. And that's it. That's the whole thing, the whole mission. It's very easy. I mean, it's a fourth mission, I think. So it's the medals are pretty easy to do if you abide by some common sense and some low logic, because there's no big there's nothing you really have to think about. Oh, how I have to do this in order to get this. No, it's pretty straightforward. There's no tricks or anything. Again, always remember, if you don't have a medal to get a grant, get the loans, because there's no point not taking the loans. There's no medal, no achievement, nothing that you get if you don't use the loans, if there isn't a medal for it. And if you have a mission that asks you to get have a certain amount of money, then never forget that you can just quick sell all your assets in order to reach the asked amount easily normally. If you have metal like this, just check the reading, and then if you have, for example, stroke of luck, if this metal is simply reading what's written and then apply logic. So there we go, quick and easy, 5 medals. This gave me the American campaign Tycoon medal achievement as well in Steam. So now I'm going to try out mission 7 of the European campaign to see if they fixed that as well. So I hope to see you soon. I hope I helped someone who was still stuck. I doubt it, because again it was pretty straightforward from the beginning, and just the metal was bugged, so now it's unbugged. It's easy to get. But anyway, I'm glad I now a complete playthrough of the American campaign with all medals, every single one of them. So yeah, I see you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm saying yeah, Merry Christmas if you believe in that stuff. See you next time.